Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I filmed my simple everyday makeup look, and for some people this may be too much for an everyday, some people it may not be enough, but this is just my medium, it's my go-to. A lot of days I don't wear any makeup at all, or I wear this, or I wear a lot more makeup with lashes and everything else. So if you want to learn how to get this look, then just keep on watching. If you don't like it, just keep on moving. We don't want any of your negativity here. But if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'm gonna go wash my face now and do my homework. And watch Pretty Little Liars in a little bit. So I've already pulled my hair back so we can just jump right in. So I'm going to start off with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And I'm just going to put this all over my face. I'm going to warm it up in between my fingertips. And my hands are clean. I just washed my face and my hands, and I already have my moisturizer and my eye cream on. And then I'm going to just even it out all the rest of my face. And my pores are like the largest, like in my nose and cheek area, so that's where I like to start it off. And I go over my eyes, even though I'm going to go over my eyes again with an eye primer. Okay, so now that that is all on, I'm going to let it sit for a few seconds, and I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. eyelid primer. And this is only $1, and it's one of the best eyelid primers I've ever used. So I'm just going to put that all over my lids. Because I do have really oily skin, even if I don't wear shadow, I still like to prime my eyes just so that like my eyelids aren't all greasy and nasty throughout the day. So just going to evenly distribute that all over my lids. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, my face primer seems to be nice and set. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, 15 SPF sunscreen in it. And I'm in the shade Light Medium Sand. So this is my first time using the foundation, and I bought it off of Sephora. So I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. And it is a very like thick consistency foundation. So on the back it says that it's 12-hour makeup and it's oil free. So we'll see. For an everyday foundation, I really like using something with an SPF in it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my very broken Morphe G6 brush, which just looks like this. And I'm going to spray 2 sprays of Fix Plus, and it just helps the foundation go on a little bit easier. So I'm going to start with those dots and then blend those out and then add more as I go. It says that it's a full coverage foundation, so I don't want to go overboard and then I'm stuck with a cake face. So I'm just going to blend it all out. And then when I do go in to add more, I just tap my brush into the foundation and then tap it again so I don't get too much. And to get my perfect shade, I went on this website called the Foundation Matrix or something like that. I'll link it down below in the description bar along with all the products that I use. But I just put in one of my current foundations that matches me perfectly, and then you just filter it to whatever you want. You can filter it by like the coverage, you can filter it by the brand, all that stuff. It's actually a really good website, so if you guys haven't tried it out before, link down below. It's really, really good. Okay, so now that I have a thin layer everywhere, I'm just going to go back over the spots that, as you can see, I have a little bit more redness in my chin and my cheek area. And don't forget to take it down your neck because lines of demarcation are not cute. Repeat. Lines of demarcation are not cute. You want to take it all the way into your hairline, all the way to your ears, especially if you're wearing your hair up. You want to take it even over your ears a little bit, and down your neck. My biggest pet peeve is seeing people with foundation that is completely the wrong color, either like too light, too dark, too pink, too yellow, and then when it stops right here. Blend your foundation, people. Blend it down your neck. Do that. I like the way this foundation looks and feels, and then I like to let it sit on my face for a few minutes before I go on with my concealer and stuff. You can still see a little bit of the redness through my cheeks, but I am a little hot, so that could also be it. Okay, so far so good. For concealer, I'm going to be using a drugstore. It is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer in the shade Ivory. And on days where I'm wearing like more simple makeup, I like going in with a more sheer concealer. It'll just highlight and just conceal the little bit of purple dark circles I have underneath my eyes. So I'm going to put that in a triangle pattern underneath my eyes. And then I like to even it out by putting it down the center of my face, between my brows, down my nose, a little bit above the cupid's bow, and then a teensy bit on the chin. And it looks like a lot, but because it's so sheer, once it's blended out, you want to be able to see it. So I'm going to go in first and blend it out with my finger. Put a little bit on my lid just to even out the skin tone. Okay, now that I've blended it out a little with my fingers, oh, I should just totally leave it like this. I think it looks so good. Just kidding. To take my beauty blender, and for beauty blenders, you just take them underneath the sink, squeeze, 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 squeeze while the water's running until it gets to about this size, and then you're ready to go. So you want it a little bit damp because it'll help blend out whatever you're trying to blend out. Now I'm going to go underneath the eyes. And then I'm going to push it all the way back and then blend that out also. The best part about the beauty blender is that if you put too much concealer or even foundation, it will pick up a lot of the excess and help you prevent from getting cakey. Okay, so now that everything is all blended out, you can see that it has lifted my eyes and just made my whole face look a lot brighter. So now I'm going to go back to the bottom of the beauty blender and just blend out the sides over here because I did drag the concealer all the way out, just to help it blend. And then I'm going to also go down here and make sure that there's no like hard triangle lines of concealer, because again, not cute. So now that everything's blended out, I'm going to go with my Makeup Forever HD High Definition Powder. It just looks like this. It's just a translucent powder. So then I'm going to take this small little stippling brush and just go underneath my eyes and over my lids to set everything. Okay, so I already did my brows off camera because in a couple of weeks I'm going to be doing a detailed brow routine anyways. So next on the face is bronzer, and I'm just going to be using this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. And this is just a sample size. You guys, this bronzer, like everyone says on YouTube, it smells like chocolate, and it really does smell like cocoa powder. But the bronzer is amazing like by itself. So I'm just going to go in with this big Sigma powder blush brush, the F10, looks like this, and I'm just going to bronze the skin. On everyday makeup, I don't like to contour because sometimes it can just take too long. I just like to bring some warmth back into my face. So cheeks, forehead, and then same thing with your foundation. You do with your bronzer, you want to make sure that it is blended in to the hairline, because you don't want like your hairline and then a line of like foundation and then bronzer. So you want to make sure that everything is blended out. Also, jawline. And you can go all the way down your neck and just kind of blend it all out. So next I'm going to be going in with the Becca Mineral Blush in Flowerchild, and I'm just going to use the same Sigma brush. And I like using a pinky nude blush on an everyday basis, and this one has like a little bit of shimmer. Natural glow from within. It's a little intense on camera, but we're going to go in next with the Morphe B5 brush, which is a just giant stippling brush, and we're going to just blend all of this out so it's not as harsh. Same thing with down here and our bronzer. Next on to eyes, I'm just going to go in with my Tarte eyelash curler and give them a really good curl. My eyelashes go straight out, so I have to really, really focus on my curl, or else the second I put mascara on, they'll just go back down. I just like to hold my lash curler on each eye for a few seconds, just kind of hold it down, give it a few pumps, and then I go back one more time on each eye and make sure that they're really curled. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Colossal, and this was in Glam Black, and it's also the waterproof one because, like I said, my lashes just kind of fall and I have to overly curl them and then use a waterproof mascara just to keep the curl in. I'm just going to give them a good coat of this. And I go to the root of the lashes and then just kind of give them a wiggle up. And you want to make sure that you don't pump your mascara because then you get so much air in there that it just dries it completely out. So just be very careful when you do stick the mascara wand back in. You just want to twirl it and like swirl it around instead of pumping it. I know that's really hard for some people, but try. Especially if you're using expensive mascaras. So I give each of my eyes a coat of my Maybelline mascara. And next I'm going to go in with the YSL Babydoll. Love this mascara because I love the brush that it comes with, and it just really like combs through my lashes and just really lengthens them. You see a difference between this eye and this eye? Other than it being a little bit darker from the length of the face. Yeah? No? No? Alright. That's fine. Seriously? Seriously. It is so annoying. Ugh! So I just grabbed one of these little makeup Q-tips and I'm just going to let it sit, or I normally like finish my mascara, let it sit, and then just comes right off like that. There's no need for like makeup remover and all that stuff because then you're just going to take off your foundation and everything else. So I'm just going to go up and clean around my eyes. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm just going to go back in with this Colossal. Because I have contacts, my eyes get really dry throughout the day, or they get really, really watery. And my eyes will just start watering for no reason. So that's why that's another reason I really like using waterproof mascara. I know a lot of people hate it because it's such a pain to get off, but it holds my curl and it prevents me from looking like a raccoon halfway through the day, so I cannot complain. So now that is done, I want to make sure that my top mascara is completely dry, which it is, and I'm going to just push up my lashes. Just kind of like to push them up. It helps them stay up. It helps them stay curled. I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel now. Because if you guys are like me and your brow hair just decide to go all wacko and start moving up and down and out and stuff. So now it's time for the lippy, which is my favorite part. Okay, so I like to go in with the Too Faced Melted Liquified Long Wearing Lipstick, and on an everyday basis I like to use something like this, which is just a really pretty like baby pink color, and because it is a simple everyday makeup, I don't like to be too over dramatic. Sometimes I just go in with a gloss and I'll just run out the door and I'm good with that. You could just totally stop right here, spray your face, but if you're feeling a little extra fancy, which some days I like to do this, I will just take whatever bronzer I'm using and I will just take a big fluffy brush like this. This is the Sigma E4, and I'll just pop it into my crease just to add a little bit more definition to the eye and kind of warm up my eyes a little bit. Yeah, this is just for the days where I just feel like adding a little bit extra. Okay, And if you want to take it one step further, you can go in with some type of brow bone highlight. I like using MAC's Shroom. This is like my ride or die go-to brow bone highlight. Like, it's the ish. And as you can see, I've already hit pan. And I'm going to go in with the medium, Sigma medium angled shading, the E70. Just pop it right underneath my brow. And again, it just kind of adds a little bit more dimension, and it raises your eyebrows also. And then back with the E40 to blend out the brow bone highlight. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all done. Now I'm just going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus just to keep, or you can just eat it, whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this very simple, everyday makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel since I'm still new to YouTube, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. What was this? Ta-da! Okay. That wasn't good. Bye guys. I'm gonna go wash my face.